Today I'm going to show you how to make a tassel using just a piece of paper and some scissors and a tapestry needle and of course your yarn. And I'm using a DK to worsted weight yarn for this tassel. I found that using tassel makers and things like that, I usually either break them or lose them, or I can't find them when I need them. So I just started using a piece of paper and it works for me. So I thought I would show you this piece of paper. I folded into thirds long ways because I wanted a certain length. This is the length that I wanted my tassel to be. And that is just a regular piece of paper. This one's a cardstock piece of paper, so it gives a little bit more durability. Folded it in half and then folded it in half again and again. And it gives me a little bit of a longer tassel, so you can really customize what kind of, what length of tassel you want. And but a regular piece of paper works fine. You just have to make sure that your tension when you're wrapping the yarn around, that your tension is loose. You don't want to pull it really tightly, or else it starts to bow the paper up and then your tassel gets all weird. So what you will do is you start and you just start wrapping it around. And usually I wrap around 30 times, maybe more, just depending on how fat you want that tassel to be. So you just go for it. Let me pull some yarn. Keep wrapping. You want a nice tension. You don't want it to be too loose, but you also don't want it to be tight so that it starts to, fold your paper. So that's the only thing. You just want to have a nice balance between being even, but not too tight. So then whenever you think it's thick enough and you can kind of feel it, and then, I think, okay, that's going to be doubled. So I think that's pretty good. You're going to clip off that end and you're going to, keep hold of it. You don't want to let it go too much. It'll start to unwind. And then you're going to put your working yarn through there. And this is the piece that you want to leave so that you can attach it to your shawl or wrap or whatever. You're making a banner out of tassels. So then you just take that, tie it around the top. I usually do a double knot up top there, nice and tight. Awesome. Then you are going to cut your bottom. There we go. Cut your bottom. So you've already got it tied on top, so you won't lose it. And this one's all crinkly, but that's fine. And then you're going to take some more of your working yarn. And you're going to decide how far down you want it, but you can always adjust that too. So if you start and it's too far down, that's okay. So just take a little bit of your working yarn and start to wrap it around. And this kind of is the neck of your tassel. And maybe, so I think that was about 10 times. Maybe do it about 15 or 20, just till it gets the look you want. And you can do it tight, you can do it loose, you can adjust the neck so you get that little bounce. And you want both ends to end up in the back of your tassel. So I'm going to cut this one. And you just make another little double knot there. Good. And then what I usually do is take my tapestry needle and I'm going to tug these two strands down through the middle, and that kind of hides that knot. through there. And so it's very adjustable. You can, this one's a little bit looser, but you can, you know, do it tight. Make them how you like them. And then you're going to trim any ends. This one's a little crinkly. And if your yarn is very crinkly and you don't like the way that looks, you can always use like a steamer or hold it over some boiling water in a pot, and the steam that comes up, and you hold it over, and it'll relax all of your strands and really make them nice and bouncy and beautiful. So that is how I make my tassels with just a piece of paper. And you're ready to attach your tassel to your shawl. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment or, you know, message me with a question and let me know what you think.